So here are some secondary reasons, right? I had my video on the primary reasons, which had nothing to do with timing. If I was trying to time the market, I wouldn't have waited years. I wouldn't have, listened to years and read years of books on, geopolitics and what's happening around the world in order to make that decision. It's just noticing a trend over the last few years, accelerating trend too. So that's why I finally pulled the switch early last year, my wife and I. The secondary reasons are obvious. Everybody, in the U.S. knows and thinks that our entire stock market is completely overvalued. The price of these assets is completely nonsensical. It makes no sense relative to what they produce, right? Especially the top 10, top 5 stocks in the S&P 500. They completely overvalued. And then when new AI companies are IPO'd or soon to be IPO'd, they're going to be at the top of the market too. And whether or not you like it, if you invest in index funds, if you invest in the S&P 500, if you have a 401k, you are automatically going to be paying through the nose for these things that don't produce any money at all. And the only thing that's making it so valuable, so expensive, is hype. It's complete hype and gambling on the future of AI, gambling on the future that this $2 trillion company that's going to IPO for that only makes a few $1 billion and is losing money by the hundreds of billions. You're betting that somehow in the future it's going to somehow go from a few $1 billion of producing value to billions of dollars of value, which it's a big order. It's a tall order. So that's a secondary reason why I'm taking half my money off the table, and putting it onto another table, right? So that's when the fact that for the last few years, the Oracle of Omaha himself, Warren Buffett, has been holding a lot of cash. He himself has thought that, for years now, this market was overhyped, overvalued, and that the bubble was ready to burst soon. So he's been sitting on hundreds of billions of dollars of cash. And, thankfully, most of us didn't get out, and we made a lot of money the last few years. But again, this is now. I've made that. I've gotten the gains, and now I'm moving half of these chips off the table. That's all it is. Secondary. So once again, it's not really timing the market so much as, okay, I've made enough.